Now let us see in the haloalkane and haloarine. In haloalkane and haloarine, what are the important points we will be discussing about? Is the nomenclature. How do you define? How do you name that in the IUPAC nomenclature? Nature of CX bond, the carbon and halogen bond, and also the physical and the chemical properties of haloalkanes and haloarines. Then we'll be also looking into the optical rotation and the mechanism of substitution reaction. In the substitution reaction, we need to learn about the SN1 and the SN2 reactions. So let us go deep about what are the aspects we will be learning in the haloalkanes and haloarines. And what's a chapter which is very important over here is that most of the questions are asked in from most of the questions are asked from the SN1 and SN2, where they will be asking you which of the following reactions will undergo SN1 and SN2. So that's we need to know more about it and how they are the more reactive. So these two concepts, that is, will be more concentrating on it. So let us jump on to the reaction what we are going to learn. Before we go into it, let us see what is a haloalkane. Haloalkane is an alkyl halide and the general formula for that is Rx. The general formula for the haloalkane is Rx and R stands for the alkyl group. The alkyl group could be any number of carbon atom in it like CH3, CH3, CH2 or CH3, CH3, CH2, CH2. So many numbers. So the R represents any number of carbon halogen group in that. So that we call it as a haloalkane. Halo means halogen compound like X. It is chlorine, bromine, iodine, fluorine, astatine. We won't be taking fluorine and astatine because fluorine is highly reactive. Astatine also we won't be taking. So most of the case, whenever you are taking haloalkane, you need to write either bromine, chlorine, or iodine. That's for the better. And then how do we define this two types? There are two types of haloalkane in halo. You have aromatic and aliphatic. In aliphatic, like monohalides, in that you have the CH3, CH3X. And then you also have a sp2 hybridized and another one is sp hybridized. So there are three types in aliphatic. We will have monohalides, in that only one halogen group is there, so the carbon could be sp3 hybridized and another carbon could be sp2 hybridized and another carbon could be sp hybridized. So let us see what it is. Another one in aromatic compounds. And aromatic compounds will have three types. What is that? One is dihalide, another one is trihalide, and third one is a tetrahalide. Then there you will have a geminal dihalides. What do you mean by geminal dihalides? In that a carbon is attached to the same carbon. A carbon, when halogen is attached to the same carbon, we call it as gemin. And if it is vicinal dihalides are the one where the carbon is attached to the adjacent carbon. Where the carbon is attached to the adjacent carbon. So let us again say what is a haloalkane and haloarine. A haloalkane is an alkyl halide where the general formula is Rx and R could be an alkyl group. And how do we classify them? The classification of the halogen compounds is a halogenated hydrocarbons. There are two types, aliphatic and aromatic. In aliphatic you have monohalides and you also have dihalides, trihalides and tetrahalides. And in the monohalides, you can have three types of halogen. One is the carbon, which is sp3 hybridized, which is attached to the X, and another one sp2, which is attached to the X. Another one is a sp hydrogen carbon, which is attached to the X. So let us see an example in in all these one cases. Then you have another one is a dihalide, trihalides, and tetrahalides. In that, the dihalides there are two. Geminal. Geminal means both the X compound is attached to the same carbon. And vicinal means a carbon attached, a halogen attached to the next carbon. It is called vicinal. So let us write one example now. How do we classify them and how can we arrange them? So before we go on to that, let us again recapitulate. What we are going to learn in this lesson is nomenclature. How do we name according to the UPSC name? Nature of CX bond and physical and chemical properties, optical rotation and mechanism of substitution reaction. Now in this we cannot jump on to the another concept because we need to know the detail about how to classify them. So before we go into that, let us learn how do we what is a halogen compound is. Let us take an Rx. Rx. Rx it is. Rx could be a halogen. What is that halogen? Could be chlorine, bromine, iodine. And avoid using, don't use fluorine and astatine. Let us not use that. So we will be using chlorine, bromine, and iodine for the substitution cases. Now let us go on to what is, so this is aliphatic, this is aliphatic, this is aliphatic, another one will be writing is aromatic. So you have an aromatic compound where a halogen group is attached to a benzene ring, that is aromatic compound. So there are two types of them. There are two types, one is aliphatic and aromatic. And this X could be chlorine, bromine, iodine, fluorine or astatine. But we will not be using fluorine in most of the case because it will be highly reactive. Aliphatic we have Rx, and then what does this R represent? R represents, it could be a CH3 or it could be a CH3, CH2. So any number of carbon alkyl group is called as an R group. Haloalkanes and haloarenes. In the haloalkanes and haloarenes,